Good evening. I'm Reagan Johnson. Thank you for joining us. The check-in counters at the Thunder Bay Airport are about to get a big makeover, both in functionality and appearance. Airport officials have shared photos on social media, showing the design concept they will soon bring to life. The front of the check-in counters will feature warm colors and a vibrant touch of Indigenous art. The project also comes with the goal of enhancing the passenger experience, with the new shared counter space between airlines to make check-in more efficient during peak times. Some of the funding for the upgrades come from the Thunder Bay CEDC, which contributed $100,000 through its Tourism Development Fund.
Similar to our rebranding that we did in August, we really wanted to kind of go back to our roots and encompass Northwest Ontario, like with the warmwood tones. So you'll see warmwood tones on the counters, as well as Indigenous artwork.
The shared counter space and common use technology will be installed by February of next year, with the artwork being added soon after that. A gala event was held this past week at the Delta Hotel for the annual Anishinaabe-Aski Development Fund Awards for Indigenous Excellence. Over the past 3 decades, the NADF has been honoring entrepreneurs and leaders who inspire their communities. There was a dinner, drinks, and entertainment, all in anticipation of the award presentation. 6 different trophies were handed out on Thursday night. Diane Pearson and Ryan Beaslin of Clean Cut Contracting won the NADF's Partnership of the Year award.
It means we're doing something right. I'm proud. I guess we're doing everything that we should be doing together as a team. You know what I mean? You don't get this too often. It's an honor, really. It's great.
The winner of the Startup Business of the Year award was given to Craig Hyatt of Rainy Lake Electrical. Jessica Mamakisik of Mamakisik Roots was awarded the Young Entrepreneur of the Year.
So I rejected that offer out of fear. But then when I hung up the phone, I was just starting to get excited. Like, what if I can do this? What if I can show people that it's possible to just get past those fears, push your limits.
Then Janet Fletcher of Coffee and Catering Services won the Small Business of the Year award.
Live outside the box. Growth comes from outside your comfort zone. And you'll never know how far you can fly until you spread your wings.
Jacob Dockstarter of Sioux Lookout Friendship Accord was given the award for excellence in leadership. The final award was Business Excellence, awarded to Kateri Banning of Marquette Construction and Electrical Services. The NADF Awards will continue to recognize leadership and the vision that fuels Indigenous entrepreneurs, empowering future leaders, and working towards a prosperous future for Northern Ontario. Childcare professionals from across the region were at Superior Inn on Friday for a professional learning event hosted by the Thunder Bay DSAB. The 2-day event focused on connection, resilience, and recognizing the vital role early childhood educators play in every community. Jessa Clement reports.
It was a celebration of creativity, connection, and the people who help children grow. More than 400 childcare professionals from the Thunder Bay District gathered at Superior Inn Thursday and Friday for the DSAB's annual professional learning event.
It's just showing the importance and the value of the profession of early childhood education. And as we move to expansion of childcare here in the community, recognizing that without the educators, we don't have a system.
Donette Horde, Childcare and Early Years Manager, says the event is held once a year during the week of Childcare Worker Appreciation Day and gives early childhood educators the opportunity to regroup, connect, and build relationships.
We really think it's important to spend days like today together. In one space, there are probably 425 educators who are currently in the building. And they don't get this opportunity very often, so when we do have it, they really cherish and value the space that we've provided for them.
This year's theme is Rooted in Hope, which encouraged educators to focus on optimism and resilience. Friday's keynote speaker was Susan Hopkins, Executive Director of the Merit Center. She led sessions on understanding the difference between stress behavior and misbehavior, offering tools to support children through empathy and self-regulation.
For example, if we've got a child that's like throwing a tantrum or shutting down completely and we think it's all a choice, we respond with our advice about what to do. do differently. When we can look at a little bit deeper, it's neuroscience, and realize that there's something going on beneath that behavior, it changes how we respond.
Hopkins felt it was an important topic to discuss because of how much pressure early childhood educators are under.
So you have these frontline people who are with children every day and their families and their caregivers who are, they've dedicated themselves to trying to help and well-being of children. So the more knowledge they have about what's going on, the better, because it really shifts our practice. And I just can't say enough about, I'm so pleased that they did this today, have ECs have a day off, which doesn't usually happen. It's usually on their own time, honoring their professionalism and just how important their work with children is.
Jessica Clement, TBT News.
A Mediterranean fusion restaurant chain has expanded to Thunder Bay. Tahini's recently opened their first local franchise. It's located in the McIntyre Center on Memorial Avenue. Tahini's combines Mediterranean cuisine with flavors from other regions, creating a globally inspired menu. Some favorites include a Korean barbecue shawarma, Jamaican jerk wrap, and habanero chicken shawarma. The first Tahini's opened 13 years ago in London, Ontario, and the fast-growing franchise now has around 70 locations nationwide. Local franchisee Yashan managed a couple of Tahini restaurants in southwestern Ontario before deciding to bring one to Thunder Bay.
I used to live in Collingwood before, and I used to manage 2 restaurants over there. And honestly, after moving here in Thunder Bay, I feel like it's a home, because here the people values good food and there are good people. That is what exactly the Tahini's is about, good food and good mood. So basically, I'm proud to serve Thunder Bay with this Mediterranean fast food industry.
The new Thunder Bay location is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. The Tapestry's International Women's Network held their fundraising gala Saturday night. The fundraiser supports education bursaries for newcomers and refugee women to start a new life here in Canada. The event featured guest speakers and a keynote speaker, the CEO of Watakanyap, Power Margaret Kanikawash. There was also a multi-course dinner, live performances, and dance. Co-founder of Tapestry International Women's Network, Rupa Riski, says this bursary helps newcomer women contribute to the economy.
It's the annual signature event for Tapestry, and this one is special because it's a fundraiser for newcomer women and the refugee community women. And we're raising funds to provide that education for which they can take it to the next level of contributing to the economy, the local economy. So that's why we are all here. We are about 215 guests from different parts of the world and from different walks of life doing different things, but we're all here for a single objective of supporting Tapestry and its work. And today, this evening, especially towards the bursary for newcomer women.
The event was about celebrating Mother Tongue, Motherland, and Mother Earth, all woven together through stories, cultures, and shared experiences. Families and people of all ages gathered at the Current River Community Center for a Halloween party. People dressed in their favorite costumes and danced all afternoon, enjoying the event. Families are getting into the Halloween spirit, enjoying a spooky party, complete with a dance, costumes, prizes, and snacks. Kids and parents showed off their costumes in the dance train. The president of Current River Community Center, Arlene Halverson, says this is the center's way of giving back to the community.
It's our way of saying thank you to the community for supporting us through the year. We don't charge. What we do is $1 a canned good. That goes to the food bank. The Halloween party is usually packed. It's nothing to have 200-300 kids here. Our Christmas party, not as busy. I think maybe that's because there's work parties and so on. But it's always a nice turnout. Current River people look after Current River.
The center will also host a Christmas party for families on December the 7th.